I love you. I like to think about these things because I think I was quite a boring child growing up. When I was 4, I learned how to speak. When I was 10, I got really into video games. When I was 16, I was banned from the Church of Scientology in Sacramento. When I was 19, I learned how to drive. And most recently, I learned a life-shatteringly family secret that will probably separate my family for the rest of my life. I learned that my older brother has a different dad than me. Ooh. I know, but it's kind of normal, like step families, divorce happens. It's pretty common, it's really not that big of a deal. Except in my family, it was the biggest, most important secret that needs to be protected at all costs, and my parents went to incredibly weird lengths to keep this unnecessary secret a secret. I'm 10 years old, probably playing Donkey Kong 64, this is my favorite game. I'm with my older brother, Brandon, and there's a ringing on the door. And my brother says, "All right, see you, Eden. I'm going away for the weekend." And I go, "Oh, where are you going?" To spend the weekend with my uncle." "Oh, which uncle? Like Uncle Paul?" "I think he's just my uncle." This confused me, so I would ask my parents later that day, how come my brother has a different uncle than I? And my dad, like someone telling the truth, says, I think sometimes people just have different uncles. Don't worry about it." But I'm a thinker, and I kept asking this. And then the next day, there's another ring on the doorbell. I peek through the little hole and see a man I've never seen before in my entire life. So I go and get my dad. My dad opens the door and says, like someone telling the truth, "Oh my God, Eden, it's your Uncle Terry. Go pack your bag, you're spending the weekend with your Uncle Terry." I did spend the weekend with my Uncle Terry. I would see him 2 more times that month, and then never again for the rest of my life. 12 years later, many family secrets have been revealed. I'm sitting on the couch with my father, probably watching Donkey Kong. And I asked my dad, "Hey Dad, whatever happened to Uncle Terry?" Terry. "Oh yeah." Then my dad explains that Uncle Terry was not in fact my uncle, but my dad's employee who he paid $300 to pretend to be my uncle. This is real, by the way. But I probably should have seen it coming because Uncle Terry was an Indian man with a thick Indian accent and did not know my name. But I was 10. I think my dad wasted the money. Surely he could have just got me like a McDonald's hamburger and I would have been satisfied. Speaking of that, going back to English, did you ever notice that there's no ham in hamburger? French fries are not in fact French. And have you ever seen a haberdashery truly haberdash? Since Uncle Terry, old men have followed me throughout my life that I don't know. I'm a Twitch streamer, so a lot of my income comes from old Republican men who want to see my feet. And this carried to my junior year of high school, not the feet thing. Let me set the scene. It's opening night of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, not the one that happened 2 years ago, the one that happened many years ago. I was pigpen because I was gross. I'm in the car, probably driving to Denny's to annoy some minimum wage workers. I'm with my friend Jack Fowler and a guy I just met who I kept calling Maximum White. That was not his name. We pull up to the gas station, we see a man with a chihuahua standing upright on his shoulder and a long white beard. He turns around and he looks exactly like Santa Claus. Maximum White gets out of the car to fill up his gas. And then the man turns to him and says, "Hey, you want to hear a joke?" This is when a normal person would ignore him or maybe drive off. Thankfully, Maxwell is not that person. Maximum White says, "Why, yes, I love comedy." Like, you want to know why you always date a smoker? Why? And then he does this hand motion Santa does. And he keeps laughing like that for minutes. Maximum White says, "Well, hilarious. I have a joke for you." Okay. Why was the car always tired? Why? It ran out of gas. I don't get it. Oh, well, you see, hey, listen, kid. I like you. And I see you got a cute girl in your car over there. I was the girl. I didn't know I was trans yet, but Santa did. Have you follow me to my car? I got something to show ya. And this is when a normal person would flee. Thankfully, Maxwell is not that person. Maxwell walks over, follows the weird Santa Man. Santa Man walks like this, by the way. He opens his car door, lowers his shoulder, his chihuahua jumps in. It's still on his shoulder, by the way, this entire time. He says, "You good in there?" "Yup." "Now listen, kid. I really want you to have a good time tonight. So how about I offer you some free weed?" And this is when Maximum White made his first bad decision. Maximum White says, I'm sorry. I have to refuse. I don't want my mother to get mad at me. Suit yourself. He slams his door and drives off. Maximum White comes back to our car and says, "Guys, I think I fucked up." This event would bond us for the rest of our lives. A few months later, we would visit some Scientologists. A few years after that, we would graduate together. And a few years after that, we would be giving our blood and pledging our souls to the Pure Life Fellowship on the top of Mount Shasta. That's real. They believe in teleporting white people. Shout out to them. But I'll save those classic childhood stories for another day. Thank you.